Top Billin.
All right, Top Billin, calling all unbiased fans who are fans of unbiased analysis. That is my goal when I pit these two guys against each other and any other in the face-off series. All right, so we have my man CJ Henderson from Florida, 6'1", 186 pounds, 5 passes defense. Oh, man, this guy is the absolute truth. I love what he's done. He's lived up to the billing of his, top 150 status coming out of high school. I have him going against another guy who's 6'1", 185 pounds from Covington, Georgia. That's my man, Eric Stokes Jr. Eric Stokes has outplayed guys above him as far as stature and rankings. All he did was come in and produce. 9 passes defense. He is a complete glove. Both of these guys are. They are extremely fun to watch for those who are fans of technical cornerback play. What makes this fun is both of these guys are like identical twins. They both could have foregone football and just become perhaps U.S. Olympic track hopefuls. Both of these guys are that fast, and I believe both of these guys are future first-round draft picks. All right, let's go ahead and get into the particulars as far as this speed goes. You see right here, a personal best of 10.40 for Chris Henderson in high school. So that was his senior year as well. I like seeing those senior year times. That is absolutely blazing. A PR of 10.40. And we see here, Eric Stokes, a PR of 10.39. So both of these guys are equally as fast. They both 6'1", roughly 185 pounds, both in the SEC East, both absolutely getting it done. So I couldn't find any video on CJ Henderson running track, but I remember my man Eric Stokes running track down here, Jefferson, Georgia, the state championship. I remember seeing this guy absolutely blaze people. Look at this, man. Look at that stride. All right, let's check out my man Henderson right here. Off man cover, so it's looking kind of like a cover 3. So obviously you see your man right there eyeing the quarterback. But then they even had the innate feel to run with Emmanuel Hall down the field as well. Same thing right there. So Emmanuel got into his gate, started his transition phase right there, and you see him bogged down at the same exact time. Now look at this right here. I would normally think in a situation like this, man, when obviously Emmanuel is going to be going upfield right here, you're going to cut under this bad boy. So he takes a great angle to cut under it right here. But look at him. He actually uses his rear hand. You know, while most people are taught to use the front hand right here, he uses the rear hand, and it actually gives him enough time to break this particular pass up. Check it out. That's not dope. Come on, man. That's some really good stuff right there. Really good stuff. That's very heady. All right, check this out. This is why you have talented cornerbacks like Eric Stokes Jr. Have your man J.R. Reed. They're both working with, it's going to be a slant route right here by Henry Ruggs. Definitely a difficult task. If we're talking about difficulty of task, like I like to judge cornerbacks on, that would be 8-10. And then you have Irv Smith Jr. right here running a flat, so you got a slant flat combo. You would like to see these two guys banjo off right here, meaning Eric Stokes would end up taking this flat route going this way, and J.R. Reed right here would end up on the slant right here. But if we see going right here, so Eric Stokes likes to try to get his hands on receivers right there, even like a Jerry Jeudy. You miss on a Jerry Jeudy, good luck with that right there. But same thing right here, it becomes a pseudo rub route, right? Pseudo rub route, and Eric Stokes is still able to keep up with a Jerry Jeudy. Now look at this. Perfect, right up in the bread basket. That would have been a great throw by Tua. But when you're going against Eric Stokes Jr., it's a POB, play on ball. So I love the difficulty of task, and I love how this man operates in just about any quadrant of the field. All right, difficulty of task on Swole, going against Tariq Black right here in Michigan. Big old, tall, jumping bean type cat. All right, so immediately I like to see if someone's MO. So it's the red zone, so I'm not that critical of it. I'm shooting a two-hand jam because you just want to kind of jockey for position in an area like this. So not necessarily having to shoot the jam. Obviously, you know what I would want you to do. If you had the sideline as your friend, you would shoot that left hand right there and try to ride his ass to the sideline and have that be almost like a second defender. But he separates, and right now, he knows exactly where the ball is going, and he can see the eyes peering right here. You don't necessarily have to try to turn and locate this bad boy right here, because at the very least you want a POB. Look, he lets the ball get into him, and he still has the wherewithal to come in and rip that bad boy out of a strong guy like Tariq Black's hand. Great play. All right, difficulty of task, about a 10. You got Sam Elliger throwing to Colin Megatron Johnson, who is what? 6'6", 220 pounds. Imagine that, right? So Eric Stokes, we know 6'1", 185 pounds. All right, so let's look at this again. All right, so he's opening up almost like it's cover 3. I'm not sure if there's anyone on the back of him, but he's giving up inside leverage right here. So I don't really like that too much. So he tries to get a hand on him. I'm not sure if he was nervous or something like that, but that wasn't a good start to that rep. And it is actually a single high coverage right there, but he recovers pretty nicely, gets in the big Colin Johnson. Look at him jockeying. He's a strong guy, even though he's kind of slight, very strong guy. And here we go. He always locates. He loves to locate that bad boy. Now look at that. Rip it through. Big Colin Johnson. What's going on? All right. You already know what's going on with this Missouri. Difficulty of task is usually a 10 because of Drew Lock and a host of receivers here, but let's get it. So off man coverage. So I want you guys out there, technique mavens or people who into the finer points of the game, right? Let me know, why do you get up on a guy and not jam him? It's like a newfangled thing right here. It's like you get up on him just to mirror. If I was like that, I would probably honestly just back off and be in off man coverage, and then you can really follow suit with your mirror going on right there. But as we see right here, he opens up the gate, allows them to get in. Obviously, you trust your speed. You feel a little bit, but make sure you don't tug the jersey. So he does a good job of that bad boy, getting it on field, right? And again, this man takes really good angles. Kind of reminds me of Christian Fulton in that regard from LSU. Look at that, drive under that bad boy, drive right up under it. This time he uses the front hand. Look at that. So I'm not sure. Obviously, it's not a PBU, but it's like what I like to call a POB, right? A play on the ball, because he affected this pass because he got in the sight line of the receiver right there. And to me, he caused him to drop it. You ain't even got to ask. You already know it's a 10. You're going against Justin Jefferson right here. ISO to the boundary. X receiver, pretty much just running a fade. Let me see how my man works it right here. So once again, we see, look at it. It's that coverage that I don't necessarily like, but hey, if you're good at it, do what you do, because you end up trying to get hands on somebody later on in a route. And if they're already in motion and you're trying to reach them then, or trying to touch them then, you usually end up kind of stopping your feet, right? So we go right there, look into his eyes, the look and feel technique right here. Lean on him. Look, he turned and located real quick. I love that, man. You seen Jefferson turn. It was like a split second later, he turned as well. Now look at this. Now, we see it right here. It's going to take pretty much a perfect pass to get it to Jefferson right here. And it's looking like it's a pretty good pass, but this is what happens when you have them long arms, man. You can affect some stuff. Look at that. Oh, I'm not even totally sure if he got something on it, but what did I say? You can affect that sight line. I'll give it to you, a POB. Devontae Smith, pretty much in the same area where he won the national championship or helped win the national championship game, running very much so the same route. But this time, man coverage against Eric Stokes. Let's see what's going on with this. All right. So, y'all know me. I'm a stickler for detail right here. He's going to open it up immediately. Right? And then shoot a two-hand jam on a guy as fast as Devontae Smith, who's a 4-4 guy at the least. Yeah, you better be a 4-3 guy. Oh, wait. He is a 4-3 guy. So look at this, man. Look at him staying with Devontae Smith after shooting a damn two-hand jam. It's everything you don't want it to be. Look at that. He's right up on him. There's nowhere to throw this ball. Even if it's a perfect throw, he's right on him. So check that out right there. Uh-oh. Rubber band, man. Nothing. Bad throw, but still nothing. All right, here we go. Going against Seth Williams to the field side. Goal line stuff. Let's get it. Oh, right there. Look at that. I like that. at the very least, stand your ground. If you're going to shoot that two-hand, stand your ground, then get it. So you know what to do right here. You can feel them. Do not alter the jersey or any certain way. Do not wrap around the waist, and you should be able to get away with it. I don't know. That may be a little. I know Auburn fans probably like, I don't know about that. But hey, good play. The ref didn't call it. That, my friends, is a PBU and a POB. Good job. All right, White back at it in the boundary right here. Going against, 10 personnel? Actually 11 personnel with the big tight end in the slot right there. So, two-hand jam. I already see some stuff that he can grow from. Even as good as he is right now, he's going to be lights out this year, because there's no way he didn't see himself not being able to commit to a certain jam and run it with two-hand jams the majority of these plays like this. So, but still, as always, the ability to make a play on the ball. I don't know about this right here, but if the ref don't call it, we can't call it, right? POB or PBU too. All right, here's what I like about both of these guys. Their ability to get people on the ground when it comes to tackling. So see Stephon Sullivan, big 6'7", 220 pounds or whatever he is right there. And we see CJ Henderson has him in his sights right there. So look at the angle being taken right there. Despite the traffic, look at the pursuit. Gets him on the ground. I like it. Wrap and roll him. All right, we see Eric Stokes right here trying to disengage from block from Henry Ruggs and get big Jalen Hurts on the ground. Now, Hurts is making a lot of people look bad in his time. But we see Stokes right here keeping contained. The outside, forcing it to go back inside. Oh, rubber band, man. But look at him. Look at this. Perfect right here. Head on the outside. Grab behind the knees. Right? That's what I always try to tell people. If you can't grab right behind the knees, head on the outside, and then push that bad boy. But we know Jalen Hurts can squat about 1,000 pounds, so that's a little bit more difficult of a task. So you just got to get him any way you can on the ground. So that was a good play by that man. But all right, so there you have it. Very good duel between Chris Henderson, CJ Henderson, and Eric Stokes Jr. Just let me know in the comment section who you got. So I've never done Florida content on this site before, and that was kind of by design. I'll tell y'all about that maybe on a podcast or something like that. But there's always been a lot of Florida people on this particular channel just because I cover Georgia primarily. So I know what it's going to be, but hey, it is what it is. So anybody out there unbiased, definitely make sure you chime in. And anybody coming with that definitely this or certainly that, you're getting blocked. So you might as well not do it, because it won't see the light of day, and I'll just block you in the hell for review queue of the channel. All right, so let's keep it clean, right? I know Florida and Georgia, the world's largest cocktail party or whatever like that, but you coming up here with this dumb shit, it's gonna be the world's largest blocktail party for real. All right, two great players, two great programs are gonna be battling it out. Two of the upper echelon programs right there. Don't sleep on Florida this year, no doubt about that. We already know what Georgia is made of. All right, but until next time, you know who it is. It's your boy Murph, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.